Just for different reasons. I was teaching my students to paint flowers, and I asked them what they wanted to do, and then I would guide them using calligraphy and as the guide, because the basis of all the Chinese painting and Japanese painting is the calligraphy strokes. And once you have those strokes down, then your bamboo looks better, your landscapes look better, you have purpose to your marks that you're making, and paintings look better. So that's why I'm taking from a wonderful woman and have been taking her classes for 5 years. And she's Korean and Japanese, and she's a very highly disciplined woman.
What is her name?
Pt1. And her picture is in here. So even my dragons have more fun. They're more life. And when I'm painting something that's the year of the whatever animal it is, I paint several of them. And oftentimes the first one is the one that gets to be the star. So I think this was the first one out of the bag. So there he is.
Oh, cool.
And this says dragon, and it is Sosho writing. It's the loosest script that you can have. And this was done by a lady named Yoshiko Benson, who was in our calligraphy class. And
I'm sorry.
so
no problem.
She let me have this one to keep in my book, just so I could study what dragon looked like. So whenever we're in the Pt1 Sumi artist group, whenever we have a new roster come out, we always paint whatever the animal is of the year. And I wanted to paint dragon this year, but I wasn't practiced enough, so I submitted my baby dragon.
Oh.
And so that got in there. So anyway, and on the back here is some bamboo, and it can go just about any way. I was just practicing the strokes, but as you can see in here, the bleeding happens when you overlay ink, and the paper's already absorbed as much as it can take, so the next stroke that comes over is resisted by what's already there.
Right.
So that's where you get that beautiful white.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening, because it's not happening with the Chinese.
No,
Very interesting.
Probably not.
Japanese ink has sort of a shellac in it.
It's made from corn, animal bone, and soot. And they burn a certain kind of wood, and then the soot collects on the inside of the little lampshades that are over the soot burning, the wood burning devices, whatever they are, and then they scrape that soot off, and they mix it with the animal bone, and they make the ink sticks, and they press it in together. Yeah. And it's a remarkable method. Kind of like that. Here's another example of this beautiful look that you can get with the blending, or the stopping, where the wash won't go any further. And this happened to be a piece that one year I did a show called Autumn Vision for the Pt1 Sumi artist group, and we all submitted work that had a flavor of autumn to it, and I wanted to learn how to write that. So I talked to Pt1, my instructor, and she gave me the way that's supposed to look. And I think in here somewhere is that calligraphy. It was in a big piece, and then I framed it. And we always frame in a nice black frame because it makes the art look better. So black frame, light colored matte. And that's usually the criterion for getting into the shows. And, so if you submit something with a red frame or a blue matte, you don't get in. Sorry. So anyway, I had a lot of outtakes, and I decided I would experiment with them and have fun with them. So I did something that was much like, it wasn't from this, but it was something about lotus blossoms and the lines and the dots. Lines and dots are very much Japanese painting. It's all about lines and dots. So that's something to look at when you're observing in a book other people's paintings.